Hey guys, got another knife for you today. Right now I'm going to be taking a look at the very awesome, very cool, very hard to get Kershaw tilt. This is the limited edition Stonewash version. It's nearly impossible to come by. I picked this up off of Blade HQ the other day. I just happened to be looking at the new items section when they happened to get them in, and within about an hour they were gone, but I was lucky enough to pick one up. So actually I just got this today, so this is going to be just more of like an overview. I really don't intend on using this knife. It's just going to be like one of those cool collector knives that you just fondle and play around with. But I just want to show it to you guys, talk about it a little bit, and yeah. So you can see here we have a nice thick carbon fiber scale. It's really thick. It's a nice stout piece of carbon fiber. Then on the other side you have a titanium frame lock with a very nice cool milled pocket clip. I really like that. You can see it's got an odd design to it. It's kind of it's very unique, very Kershaw tilt exclusive. There's nothing else out there that really is similar to this form factor and this design. The lines are just very nice on this thing. It's got a very unique shape when it's opened as well. You can see it's got like an elbow here, sort of like a pistol grip. So that's pretty interesting. It's a very large knife. I'll go over some comparisons in a little bit, but it's a very large full-size folder, and it's also pretty light. It's actually very light considering its size. You know, you have to take into consideration that it's using titanium and carbon fiber, so that really cuts down on the weight. But it's overall a 9.5-inch knife, so it's huge. And to weigh only 4.8 ounces for a 9.5-inch knife is really a miraculous feat for Kershaw to accomplish there. Closed, the knife is still pretty large. It's 4 inches. And it's actually got a very nice shape closed. You can kind of use it as an impact device. It just forms real nice. This little elbow goes into your palm, and you got the flat top of the blade, and you can wrap your thumb around the this curved part over here, and then you got a nice pommel for hitting someone with. If you don't feel like stabbing someone, you can just hit them with your tilt. But one of the most unique things about this is the blade steel. It's actually using a cutting edge that's referred to as Vanax 75. It's a very rare and not often used because of how rare and expensive it is. But according to Kershaw, this is the first production knife that's ever using this steel. It's supposed to have some incredible edge retention capabilities. It's pretty hard with a Rockwell of 60 to 61. It's just supposed to be an incredible super steel. I honestly don't know that much about it, but I do know that it's scary sharp, as all Kershaw knives are. They come out of the box incredibly sharp. I just love the way that they grind their blades. It's just scary sharp. I don't think I have any knife that even comes close to how sharp this tilt is. So that's definitely a plus. I always love having a knife that comes incredibly sharp out of the box. Now let me just give you a closer look of the knife. So here on the reverse side of the blade, you can see the stampings. You have the KIA. You have the model number. This is the 4001 Stonewash, made in USA. And then you have the serial number, because this is a limited production of 500 pieces. So you have the serial number. This is number 373. And then here you have the Vanax, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but it's actually two different types of steel. I do not know what the main steel is here. On Blade HQ website they have, it says 420. I don't know if that's referring to 420 steel, but I do know that really the only steel that matters is the cutting edge, and that's the Vanax 75. You can see right there, and it's using their Kershaw's patented composite blade technology, where they do a copper weld. You can see the copper stripe between the two different steels here, and that's actually how they put the Vanax edge on it. So it's only using a tiny bit of Vanax, and that's supposedly how they're able to use the Vanax, because they're only using so little of it. That's how hard it is to come by. So that's pretty neat. You have dual thumb studs, as well as a flipper. You can see here you have the laser etched tilt name in the pocket clip, which is really sweet looking. This is my favorite pocket clip by, style wise of any of my knives. It's just really cool looking. You have your liner lock here, and supposedly the liner lock, or I'm sorry, frame lock is made in a pretty unique way also, where instead of having a machine cut this out, I don't know, maybe a water jet or whatnot, it's actually cut out on an angle, on about a 45-degree angle, using a wire. So that's pretty neat. And what that allows is you are able to produce your knife without having any overextension stop in place, because what happens is when those angles meet, the lock can't be extended any further. So right here it meets this maximum point, and it can't be extended any further because the 45-degree angles are meeting up and not allowing each other to pass. And also the tolerances on this thing is incredible. It's extremely thin. You can just see how tight all the tolerances on this is. It's really nice. The titanium's real nice finish. I believe it's like a bead blast. I do not think it's a Stonewash. It's very bead blast like. You have a lanyard hole down here that's big enough for some 550. Let's flip it over. You'll see Kershaw. You see this little compass logo here. I don't know exactly. That might just be the maybe the tilt logo. I don't know. But then you have your very nice carbon fiber slab here. You just see how thick this thing is. Real nice piece of carbon fiber. And you can take another look at the design here. It allows you to get a nice rearward grip and put your finger in this rear choil, or you can choke up and put this elbow in the center of your palm and put your middle finger in the rear choil and your front in the forward choil, and it just gives you an incredible, comfortable and incredible sturdy grip that would allow you to do any sort of cutting very comfortably and very securely. The knife is also very well balanced because of the materials. I mean, it is so light back here that it's very, very well balanced. There's no spot that's heavier. It's just really nicely made and well balanced. The blade shape here is pretty unique. It's sort of like a worn cliff, but what I found is, you should be able to see, let me try to hold this steady, you can see that the edge is actually not straight. It's got sort of an upward slant at both ends. You can see up front here it starts to sweep up, and in the rear it also kind of sweeps up, which I actually like, because it gives you sort of a belly in the middle here, and it allows you to kind of roll the blade and be able to cut with the center portion of the edge rather than you know, just pushing down. You kind of can roll like this, which is actually pretty cool. I prefer this a lot more so than just a standard flat edge. Now, I don't know if that's by mistake or by design, but either way, I like it. Another very cool thing here, aesthetically, let me try to show you. The interior milling of these liners is just absolutely incredible. I'm going to reference a link to a guy's channel. I forget the name of the channel, but really cool guy. He's got some awesome videos, particularly on the tilt. He has a video that's taking it all apart and showing you the detail of the liner milling. And you can see here actually is spelled out tilt. It's milled out of the liner, and there's a bunch of pockets up here that's milled out. And then also on the frame lock side, there's also some very nice milling inside. And I'll reference his video, either annotated in the video or in the description. So look for that and definitely go check him out, because he's got a very cool video and also a very nice review on this knife as well. And in that, he also talks about the KVT technology, the Kershaw velocity technology, which is also a very main selling point in this knife. It's a very new technology, I believe, that Kershaw has sort of pioneered. I believe they use it in the zero tolerance 560 and 561 as well. It's actually a there's no bushings, no washers. What it is a little plastic run of ball bearings that goes on either side of the pivot. I believe they're on either side. It might only be on one side, I'm not sure. But what happens is the blade has hardly any friction when opening and closing because of the ball bearing, so it's just super incredibly smooth. This is definitely the most smooth knife I have and have ever played with. I was actually comparing it earlier to my Kershaw Leak, which is an assisted opening knife, and this thing is just as fast as that, and this doesn't have any assisting technology, no spring mechanism or anything. So basically how it works is you just engage that flipper and it'll flip the blade out. And also something that's very unique, I don't know if it's particular to this blade or what, but it's actually not unique, but it should be expected. But some of the other guys were noting how tough the detent was in this blade and how it rendered the thumb stud like absolutely unusable. But in my case, it is absolutely smooth as butter. The thumb stud is extremely easy to engage, and when you open it with the thumb stud, you can just see how fast it goes out. It's just incredible. So I'm very excited about that. You can use either of these methods very effectively and very fast. Blade centering is very nice. Well, I mean, that's just this is just an awesome knife. Alright, so here's just a very quick size comparison to some other knives that you may know how large they are. So this is just a way for you to relate the size of this knife. Here is on the bottom, you can sort of see, is the Strider PT. This is the Strider SNG. You can see how much smaller the SNG is than the tilt. Up here is the Spyderco Civilian. They have similar lengths. The tilt is a little bit larger. Then here is the Benchmade Triage 915, considerably larger. I mean, that's pretty much it. Again, this is the Kershaw tilt. It's a very awesome knife. Thank you for watching, and please like the video and subscribe for some future knife reviews. Thanks.